What's up, gentlemen? So today I am super excited to talk about something that I'm incredibly passionate about, which is business or side hustles, passive income. Essentially, it's ways to generate revenue that you're not having to go in, punch a clock, and work for an hourly wage. Today, I'm going over 7 sexy side hustles that you can do to generate more revenue. And it doesn't matter if you're in your teens, your 20s, your 30s. All of these are opportunities for you to make más dinero. The amazing thing is that a lot of your side hustles that you start now small will grow into incredible empires, multi-million-dollar empires, which is what happened with like Pete and Pedro, right? That was a side hustle. I spent $3,000 to start that company. And year number 1, that side hustle generated $30,000 extra dollars for me. Now fast forward, and Pete and Pedro is a multi-million-dollar company, but it's amazing when you actually try and set out to do something a little bit different. You never know where it's going to lead in terms of your financial freedom and future. All right, the first thing that I'd like to talk about, obviously, is starting a YouTube channel. It's free. It is absolutely free. You don't even need like a fancy camera and lapel mic and a nice, sexy brick wall to do it. You basically need your phone and an internet connection. Each and every one of you can start posting content. Now, I know that a lot of you are like, yo, I don't really know what to talk about. Figure it out as you go. And the more videos you put out, the more views you get, the more money you actually start generating passively through YouTube. You earn money per like 1,000 views. Now, at first, it's not gonna be a ton, but as you grow, as you develop your audience and your voice, it's going to add up, and you're gonna be amazed when you get those checks each and every month. All right, so YouTube, we're done with that. Most of you won't do it. I know that. Some of you will, and congratulations, because like I said, you never know where it's going to lead. But YouTube is an amazing outlet. It's also an amazing way to generate some passive income. The second thing that I'd like to tell you doesn't take a YouTube channel, and that is develop an or digital product. Digital products are amazing, and honestly, this is where so many online entrepreneurs and people are crushing it on a different level, because they have figured out something that people are interested in learning, and then they develop a course or a product and then sell it to those people. Gentlemen, has anybody ever told you that you're like really good at something, or do you have a skill that other people may be interested in learning? But here's where digital products get even next level incredible and exciting. You don't have to be an expert at something right now. You can actually learn or take other people's courses and then create your own based on the information that you actually learn. The third incredible way to make passive income is become an affiliate of your favorite brand. Most brands, products, or companies have an affiliate program where you go, you sign up, and then you're gonna get a unique URL or code. And when you share it, if somebody goes through your link or uses your code, you're gonna generate revenue based on the fact that you recommended it, they bought it, and so you win. Now let's tie those last 2 ideas together, all right? Say you have an e-product that you develop, but you're like, yo, I don't even have an audience. The good news is that you can go and sign up at a big affiliate network where you actually offer your e-product for other people to talk about and sell. And so if somebody has a big audience or a big list or a big YouTube channel, they can sign up to get a commission off of recommending your book. They make money off of your product, but so do you for doing none of the work. Number 4 is to invest your extra money. Guys, investing is one of those things that so many people wait or put off because they don't know enough about it, right? That's actually what happened to me. And as a result, I lost a ton of potential money because I was scared. I didn't know what to do. But in my defense, I didn't have a badass investing platform like Wealthfront, today's video sponsor. But the good news is that you do. Guys, I've talked about Wealthfront before, and the reason I love them so much is because there has been decades and decades of data that shows that investing in a portfolio of low-cost index funds is one of the best ways to put your savings to work. Sounds complicated, right? Well, it isn't, and that's why Wealthfront is incredible. They make it easy, affordable, and accessible. It doesn't even matter what your knowledge of finance is. With Wealthfront, you can do it. And all you need, guys, is a few minutes and $500 to open a Wealthfront account, and then Wealthfront will go to work and do the rest. It's kind of like the set it and forget it approach to investing. Guys, there's a link down below this video, invest.wealthfront.com/alpha. If you go through our special link, you're going to get the first $5,000 that you fund into your Wealthfront account managed for free for life. Think of Wealthfront as the set it and forget it approach to investing, right? When you fund your account, then their software, which was designed by PhDs, goes in and manages your money for you, right? It's going to help employ strategies to keep you at the desired risk threshold. The other really cool thing, guys, is that they're going to look for opportunities to save you on your tax bill through something called tax loss harvesting. Wealthfront will build you a portfolio based on your risk tolerance, but if you would rather build your own, you can do that with Wealthfront as well, which is perfect for people that want all of the benefits of an automated investing platform, but just want a little bit more control over what they invest in. So for example, if you're into like technology or clean energy or healthcare, you can use Wealthfront to build a portfolio that you believe in. And cryptocurrencies, if you've been hearing and interested in getting some exposure in cryptocurrencies, you can now get exposure to Bitcoin and Ethereum through Wealthfront as well. The way Wealthfront is doing this is through something called a trust. You're not technically buying cryptocurrency directly, which means you get to kind of like dip your toe into crypto with less hassle and as a part of a diversified portfolio. So check it out. Here's a product demo that Wealthfront put together just so I could show you a little bit more of what you will actually see and experience when you open and fund your Wealthfront account. Bottom line, if you have $500 in a few minutes, you can set up and fund your Wealthfront account. Think of it as the set it and forget it approach to investing. The earlier you start investing your extra cash, guys, the better off you're going to be in the future. But it starts with you hitting that link down below, invest.wealthfront.com/alpha. Remember, if you go through our special link, guys, for the first $5,000 that you invest into your Wealthfront account, you're going to get it managed for free for life. The fifth side hustle is for creative people. People that like working with their hands, that can do stuff, right? Whether or not it's painting, whether or not it's making things, whether or not it's stringing beaded bracelets together like I used to do. What you can do is start some type of like Etsy shop, right? There are a lot of different marketplaces out there online where you can sell things that you make. You can customize existing things. So if you can follow trends, this is one of the best pieces of advice I can give you. If you can spot something that's popular, go in that direction, because you know that people are actually searching for it. When they search, if you've got a shop or a store or even a website, they're going to find you and probably buy your stuff, which brings us to the next thing I want to talk about in terms of a side hustle or way to make passive income, and that is flipping other people's crap. Whether or not you're selling your stuff, somebody else's stuff, you go into yard sales, the whole like Gary Vee thing, or you're going on a place like Alibaba and importing things and reselling them, all right? Selling other people's stuff is incredible. I'm going to tell you a funny story. My wife, about 10 years ago, there were these things called like quadcopters, right? These little like zippy, like it's almost like a mini drone, right? They're remote control. She saw that these were really popular and that you couldn't get them. It was really popular in terms of a toy that people wanted for like Christmas. And so she actually went on like Alibaba. She imports like 300 of these like little remote control like quadcopters, and I think she paid like 20 bucks a piece. She saw what other people were selling them for. She's like, I'm going to undercut them a little bit. And then basically what she did was she started selling them. She sold out in literally a week. Literally, if my wife can do it, who has like zero entrepreneurial like bones in her body, anybody can do it. Now, the other thing that I've seen people do is they will import things or buy them, and then they'll actually set up like a booth at like a flea market or some type of like even like a yard sale. Farmers markets. If you are somebody that is handy in the kitchen or you can bake, guys, this is another incredible opportunity. You bake, you spend a little bit of time, you're making everything, you take it like on a Saturday or Sunday, and you set up a little shop or a stand, and people come and buy your stuff. This also is incredible. I have seen people make thousands of dollars literally in a day from selling cookies. The next thing I'd like to talk about in terms of another side hustle is for you to be a consultant. When I was thinking about this video, I was like, all right, what could I real quickly like become a consultant at? And I was like, social media. I could be a social media consultant. Most of you probably know more about social media than I do. And so what would I do? I'd probably go around to local businesses in my area, take a look, see if they have a website. If they have a website, go look at their social media and see what they're doing. And if they weren't really doing much, or it wasn't as good as what I could do, I would approach them and say, hey, I noticed that you've got an incredible business, but you really aren't highlighting and showcasing it on social. What I do is help you build your social presence and platform. The first person, it takes the first person to say, yeah, sure, let's do it. And then you have to figure out like what you're going to charge and how you're going to actually do it and possibly learn about what you need to do in order to do it, but you could do it. And then you get a second one, and then you get a third, and before you know it, you've built a marketing agency. And the last passive income opportunity that I'd like to talk to you about is something that's incredibly popular, and that is real estate. And that's something that I did when I started to make a little bit of extra money. I invested and bought a commercial unit, right? A commercial space that I ended up leasing out to a business. And then I bought another one and leased it out to another business. And then I bought that big old church, renovated it, and leased it out to the salon. The passive income that you generate from rental units is amazing. Now, I've also had some like houses that my wife and I have like kind of tried. That was a huge pain in the ass because people are animals. But the good news is that homes, small homes, are a lot easier and more affordable to get into. And so if you are somebody that is thinking about investing or putting your cash somewhere, real estate, in my opinion, is a pretty solid option. The downside to investing in real estate is it does take a little bit more money or means in order to get started. But something I was thinking about when I was getting ready for this video, if you've got a friend or a group of friends or even a family member or people in your immediate circle that potentially have a little bit of extra cash, you guys coming together, forming an LLC, pooling your cash, and then actually purchasing the property in the LLC or business's name and basically starting like a little like real estate company, this would be a really cool thing to do with friends if you trust them. I am so incredibly jealous of you, if I'm being honest. The opportunity that you have that I didn't at your age is just unbelievable. Like, I'm doing fine. But when I think about the ability for you to kick ass and absolutely dominate financially, it is insane. You have everything that you need at your disposal. There is no excuse. It doesn't matter how old. It doesn't matter how much money you have. If you have a will, if you're willing to roll up your sleeves and work, you can accomplish anything. You are amazing. Now it's time for you to get your ass to work.